Hi everyone. Today's topic is how do I find my voice? So this might be something that you have questioned before, that you want to express yourself. You know you have something to offer the world in terms of your unique expression. That may be that you want to sing, or you might want to dance or write or some kind of artwork, or maybe just that you want to speak and be able to really communicate what it is that you want to say, be that in a one-on-one setting, maybe with family or friends, or it might be on a stage setting. Obviously right now, a lot of the stages aren't there, although I did go to a comedy gig the other night, so I do know that stages are starting to reopen. So it might be that you're a performer and you just want to hone your craft, or it might be that you're complete newbie and you just want to find your voice. And so the thing is that there's different mediums, obviously, that we can express our voice. We can do it through writing, we can do it through song. There's obviously lots of different styles as well that we can do it. But what I'm going to say is that in order to find your voice, you just have to start. And you don't have to get it perfect. It doesn't have to be even the right, thing that you're doing. It doesn't actually have to be that exact path that you might end up following. But if you do creativity within one area, then you're honing that skill in another area. So what do I mean by this? I mean that if you start journaling, for example, you might think, well, how would that, for example, improve my singing? But it actually does, because you're becoming aware of your own thought patterns, your own mindsets, what's important to you. And then that you may even get an idea for a song come through in your journaling. So these disciplines, the reason why I don't tend to just kind of stick to one lane. I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I do many different things: dancing, singing, acting, writing, drawing, all of it. And I believe in, if you practice all the different skills, that then you become a well-rounded speaker, singer, whatever it is you're doing, you're well-rounded. So this is my way of doing it, and I just want to offer that to you. So just choose a format, be it singing or writing. Let's just take those two today, and just think of the first thing that maybe comes to mind as a topic, or maybe something that you might want to express. So I'm just going to put the topic of expression is what I would like to express today. So I'm just writing at the top, expression. Now, one of the things that I love to do is meditate. And when we're talking about finding our voice, meditation can have so much impact because you're getting still. There's no rush to be anywhere, do anything. You're witnessing the voice within you. Okay, so before we start to express it outwardly, we need to go within. Okay, so I'm going to use this word expression. I'm just going to meditate on that word and see if anything else arises. So just expression. Clarity, I've got come through. Clarity of expression. Witnessing. So if you're doing this with me, basically you don't have to use the word expression, but you can use a different word, whatever word comes up for you, and then you write down any words. It's a bit like word association game, really. If you've ever done that game before in drama, if you've done drama, where you might write down the word orange and then pineapples, pears, you know, tree or whatever. It's a bit like that. So so just get your notepad and paper and just can write it down. And expression, clarity of expression, witnessing the growth, truth telling, believing, trusting. And you might end up going off on a tangent, but you've got your basis, right? Okay, so got clarity of expression, witnessing, resting, and then you can just allow those words to just sit with those. And you don't even need to, you know, it might be that that's it and that's all you've got for today. Or it might be that something else is coming through it. So I've got an idea of maybe a person, a character. She's reaching for that clarity of expression, witnessing the growth. Right, okay. And if you're doing this again, you can do this after watching the video, or you can do this with me, but you're finding your voice. So you don't copy me for what I'm expressing. You could have you could be using apples and oranges in your story or your poem or whatever it turns out to be, your song. So he's reaching for that clarity of expression, witnessing the growth within. See, often I start to hear rhymes or something, so I'm like within, given, I don't know, like sin was kind of a rhyme, so letting go of all sin, ideas of sin. She's forgiven. And do you see how, like, just then I kind of like, that tapped into my heart of like, I like this topic. Okay, so you can go for as long as you like with that exercise. We just writing it down and gaining clarity around the words. So I'm now going to go to the piano, and we're going to do the similar thing, but with some sounds. So I'm using the same idea of expression. So I'm just using that idea and I'm tapping in within to the voice within to create these sounds. Now, you might want to just start with the vowel sounds. So rather than trying to put some words together to make a melody, it might just be the vowel sounds. So we've got A. Let's start with A. A, E, I, O, U, which often we said like ooh. So just to warm up, it might just be like A, I, O, A, I, O, A, I, O, A, I, O. So if you want to do this with me, just go A, and just making sure you're nice and warm, you know, so you can do some sirens, which goes like up to down, so I'll do another video at some point with loads of exercises for you. But that's just a basic exercise just for today. So working on expression. So I'm going to stay with the C chord. Now, you might play an instrument, you might not play an instrument. Don't worry about having an instrument with you. I just have one with me, so it's useful. But you can do this without. So I could just do this of expression. Yeah. Oh, oh. So I'm just using the vowel sounds again. So oh just came out, but it might be something different. And I'm really listening. I'm really tuning in because I can hear some birds outside and some people actually talking. So the bird's just gone da 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 da. So that's like a rhythm. So we could add a woo. 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 So that could be part of the backing for this expression, right? So let's find a voice sound on here. So I've just used the inspiration from the bird there. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. She's reaching for that clarity of expression. Witnessing the growth within. I've not really got the beat. Letting go of all ideas of sin. But again, like I'm not worrying about I'm not worrying about it being perfect because I'm just I'm finding that. So even if maybe that's a bit like of a hard rhythm for me to do right now, so I might just go. Just to make it a bit simpler so I can sing along. She's reaching for that clarity of expression. Witnessing the growth within. Letting go of all ideas of sin. She's forgiven. So now I've got that, and then maybe I want to add that melody to it. So I can play around with whether I want to use some melody on one bit and then singing on another bit. She's reaching for that clarity of expression. Witnessing the growth within. Letting go of all ideas of sin. She's forgiven. And I can play around with how I say that, so I might want to add some more melisma to the end. She's forgiven. That might be a bit much, so maybe I might just be like, completely take it out. She's forgiven. But it's tuning back into that stillness. So every time I'm in this creative process, we always come back to the still points, to the actual space between the music or the rhythm or the song or the words. It's creating that space between, which really has that magic. So yes, that was just like a little bit of a demonstration. I had no idea what was going to come through there. It may be that I need to break this down into even more different sections, but I hope that that's given you some inspiration. Don't worry about how good or bad you are or what tools you have or don't have. You don't have to have a keyboard, you don't have to be a singer. You just have to use your voice, find your voice. Good luck, and if you want a one-on-one, message me. I give Find Your Voice sessions, and it can be very, very exciting.